So here we are then, guys. Today is the day. F1 2017 is here, and I'm going to be running through some of the awesome new features we have for this year's game, along with doing a quick 3-lap race around the Spa-Francorchamps circuit. So let's jump straight into it.
Y'all know the name.
What's going on, guys? My name is Batinio and welcome to Formula 1 2017, and I have been really excited for this game for a number of reasons, and one of the big ones, of course, is classic car content, and we're going to have a quick look at that, but also there's a whole raft of other improvements, in addition to the fact that we've obviously got the 2017 cars, which are supposedly the fastest Formula 1 cars ever. So I'm going to be running through some of the brand new features, and then I'm going to do a quick 3-lap race, maybe around Spa, maybe somewhere else. I'm not too sure at this point in time. But yeah, let's jump straight into it and take a look at some of the awesome new features. So, a lot of the new features come in during the career mode, and one of the big ones is this one here, the vehicle management, because it's no longer a case that you just have the computer, the game will just allocate whatever engine it wants to you. You have to do it yourself, and it's not just the engines. You've got obviously the internal combustion engine, the MGUK, the MGUH, energy store, turbocharger, and control electronics, along with also, the gearbox as well, which has to last for 6 races before it can be changed. So extra level of immersion. Is really good that they've got it in there as well. Also adds a little extra level of strategy that you may have to apply to your career mode, because obviously you've got the expected lifespan and the overall wear of the component as well. So do you want to push it that extra race, or do you want to try and so you can bring in something new and have a little bit of extra performance for the next race? It opens up a lot of possibilities and will make things really interesting. Another thing we've got here is weekend tyre allocation. Now, this was in last time, but I can't really recall much about it, if I'm honest. So whether this has been changed, I'm not too sure. As you can see from the tyre allocation, it's got balance, so I would assume that maybe there is an aggressive and a conservative sort of approach to it as well, depending on what tyres you pick. Obviously, for the first race of the season, you will just have these tyres pre-picked, but it may be a case that you get to pick what tyres you want a couple of races before the actual race. So if you, let's say, picking tyres for Barcelona, you may be picking those in Bahrain, if you get what I mean there. So that's something else as well. One of the other big things, I can't quite show it to you just yet because I haven't got the option at this point in the career, is the research and development. They've really expanded on this. So it came in last year and it was very good. It, as I said, added an extra level of immersion to it, and they really have, as I said, expanded on it. It went from about 50 parts last year to about 110 this year, and in addition to that, it's not always a given that when you put a part on the car it will work. On occasions it will fail, which means you lose all of the resource points and you have to start again. But it won't be something that will keep happening, you know, unlike McLaren. But if it fails the first time, the next time you put that particular part on, it will work. So again, that's another nice little addition to the game as well. Adds that extra level of immersion, which they really have started, I believe, to listen to us, because we want a more immersive experience. There are things that still could be improved, of course, with the game. Active driver market for career mode is something that we've been asking for years and years. But yeah, I'm not going to get on my soapbox with that one. So that's another new thing there, the research and development. Another one of the things to mention is with regards to this is the fact that if a part does fail and you have to replace it and you have to add an additional part, so a 5th internal combustion engine or a 5th turbocharger, then you're very much open to grid penalties, and also along with the fact that you could have a failure during the race as well. So again, adding that extra bit of immersion, because the thing with failures that I've noticed from previous games is the only time you ever see an engine failure is when it's happening to someone else. When you don't finish a race, it's normally a case that you binned it into a wall somewhere. So having that option, while some people are a little bit on the fence about it, but it does happen. Parts do fail and it can wreck a race. So having that in there, I'm all for it. So I'm very happy that they've included this within the game. The other thing they've added this year is with regards to helmets. Now, we had the helmet designer last year, but once you set your design, you were stuck with it throughout the entirety of your career. That is no longer a thing. At any point during the career, I believe, you can change the helmet and it will appear in career mode. It was an option in what I think was F1 2012, and then it disappeared, because I remember changing it. It was either F1 2012 or F1 2010, where when you picked one of your helmet designs, you can change it whenever you wanted to. So that's really good to have that in there, because I know a lot of people have been asking for it on the Codemasters forums, and it fits around the general theme, as I said, that they really are starting to listen to what we wanted for this year. The other change has come towards the way we set difficulty levels. So we've got the AI driver level here, which now comes as part of a slider. So it's not just a case that it's segregated into hard, medium, expert, professional, ultimate, or whatever. You've now got an extra little bit of tweaking that you can do. So if you believe that your expert difficulty, are you the lower end, it's like 81, are you the mid part, like 86 to 80, 85, 86, or are you the top part, 88 or 89? That's really good. This is something I and a lot of other people have been asking for since it kind of came about in Project Cars, which is where I first encountered this sort of system to set your difficulty. And like I said, you can really fine tune it so you can find that sweet spot where you're still being challenged when you're racing, but it's not so much of a challenge that you're languishing at the back, 2-3 seconds back on the rest of the pack, and just, you're basically just going through the motion. So this is really good that they've added this, and it's something we've been wanting for a very, very long time. One of the other new things, of course, is the inclusion of classic car content. And we've been asking for this since it first came about in F1 2013. So it's really good to see they've brought it back. And we've got some fantastic cars in there. Some of my personal favourites, because I am a McLaren fan as well. MP44. We've also got the MP413. We've got the MP423. And we've also got some Ferraris as well. I think there's 12 cars all told. So we've got 4 Ferraris, 4 McLarens. We have 2 Williams, I believe it is. We've got the 96 and the 92 Williams, and we've also got Fernando Alonso's title-winning Renault from 2006 and Sebastian Vettel's 2010 RB6, which led him to his first World Championship. I am going to be doing some more specific videos to this classic car content, and that should be coming out tomorrow. But like I said, it's excellent that they've brought this back in. It would have been nice to see a classic circuit with this sort of stuff. We did have Jerez last time around. Maybe that's something they'll look for, maybe as a DLC in the future, in a few months' time, or something they can add and build on for next year as well. But again, great to see classic car content. We've been asking for it for a while, and again, just shows that Codemasters are listening to the fans and giving them what they want. Okay then guys, so what we're going to do to round off the episode is jump into a quick 3-lap race around the Spa-Francorchamps circuit. Considering it is the Belgian Grand Prix weekend, this seems like the best place to do it. I am in the McLaren and we are starting in P14. So let's jump into it and hopefully we don't bin it somewhere. So here we go then, engage the clutch. Optimal revs, 5 lights. Pretty good start, we're up side by side with, and we're in a sandwich now, not many places for us to go. Had to get out of it. Going through a rouge side by side, a few of them, and now we've got a bit of a run on Esteban Ocon. He's got more power than us though. You can just see he's starting to pull away now with that Mercedes power. Just about hanging with him through there. So where they start to pull away. Considering we've got a donkey in the back of our car rather than a stallion like they have. Now we've got Magnussen. Whoa, lost concentration there. Too busy looking in the mirrors. So that's lap 1 completed. We've still got Kevin Magnussen not far away from us. We come through Eau Rouge again. Love this corner. Got it a bit wrong there though. That may compromise us down the straight. We've already got Magnussen having a look. I'm going to show him the outside. Try and outbrake him. Run a bit wide into that corner. As soon as you get off the racing line, it's very off camber. And you get very compromised into the next corner as well. We've got a compatriot, Jolyon Palmer, climbing all over the back of us. He's going to have a look there, up the inside. He's the only one that's going past though. We just got no power. This thing is so gutless. It's unbelievable. No wonder Alonso's so moody all the while. Hopefully we get a bit of DRS, we can maybe get the position back for this final lap. Enjoying it, the cars are nice. We'd just like a bit more power. Good run through Eau Rouge. We've got DRS. We've got Magnussen though, challenging. I'm going to force him as far out wide as I possibly can. A little bit wide out of there. Don't try it round there, you muppet. Got a big train behind us. Got a bit of breathing space to Magnussen behind, but how quickly are they going to be able to close up on me? Bottas wins, Raikkonen fastest lap. Just the bus stop chicane to go. Oh, I ran it really deep there, trying to hold on to the position. And we just about keep hold of it. Well, there we go. A lot of fun to drive those cars. Like I said, it would have been a lot more enjoyable if I had a bit more power. I didn't have that gutless donkey in the back of my car. But yeah, really enjoyable. You really do get a very good sense for how much grip these cars have through not only the fast corners, but a little bit more so through the slower corners. You can sort of feel it, but the fast corners as well. There'll be corners there where you maybe have to come down 1 or 2 gears. You're only having to come down 1 or just ease off the accelerator and then belt it again. So much downforce from these new cars. So it's going to be really enjoyable. I'm really looking forward to getting my career mode series up and running. So a lot of fun to drive, guys. If you're a big fan of Formula 1, I highly suggest you get it. And not just for obviously the 2017 cars, but also for the classic car content as well, which looks absolutely awesome. But yeah, I'd recommend it, guys. in terms of improvements, the only thing I can say is an active driver market. We've been asking for it. It's about time. I don't see what's so special about Formula One. Football teams own certain players' rights, yet they're not restricted from being in games like FIFA where they're transferred to wherever else. Why is Formula One so special? With Liberty Media in charge, maybe it changes. Hopefully we can get that for 2019, but that's something for the future, and that's something we can just keep asking for. But there we go, guys. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, you would like to see more Formula 1 2017 content from myself, make sure you go and subscribe, because I will be having, as I mentioned, some classic car content coming over the weekend, along with possibly Sunday, more than likely Monday, having the start of my career mode series, which is very, very, very exciting. I will be doing it in McLaren. There's no big secret. I've got to do it in McLaren, really. I'm a big McLaren fan, and finally I can take them without having to jump up to the second tier and partially cheating. But again, thank you for watching, guys. Take care, and as always, I will catch you on the flip side. Peace!